Chelsea beat 10-man Manchester United 1-0 as it happened. So it has Chelsea, Manchester City, Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur in the FA Cup semi-finals. Chelsea did come into the match as favourites, but Manchester United showed that they truly are up for the challenge. That was until Eden Hazard started to draw tackles from all sides, and that resulted in United going down to 10 men. N'Golo Kante, who completely outclassed his France teammate Paul Pogba on the pitch, made a tangible difference for a change in the game, scoring from a low shot from 25 yards. It was only a one-goal lead, but it could as well have been 5 or 6 from the way United were being pounded with wave after wave of Chelsea attacks after that. The away side did show some heart in the dying minutes, but the final whistle blew, and with that ended Manchester United's FA Cup defence. 0307 hours IST, and that is full time. Chelsea 1-0 Manchester United. Didn't he spot Antonio Conte and Jose Mourinho shaking hands? It'll be interesting what they say of each other in the post-match interviews. They paid the price with a red card and a match that looked even until that point it suddenly shifted the home side's way. 0305 hours IST, 4 minutes have been added on as extra time, and it seems Costa might be taken off. He walks as far away from the touchline as possible and then walks slowly off the field as Michy Batshuayi replaces him. 0259 hours IST, Diego Costa has been yellow carded for a rash challenge on Phil Jones. Victor Moses seems to have some problem and he has limped off. Kurt Zouma replaces him. 0254 hours IST, a rare shot from Manchester United. He takes the shot, but it is well wide. Pogba has had a forgettable match so far. 0252 hours IST, Willian goes off for Cesc Fabregas. 0250 hours IST, Ashley Young yellow carded for a tackle from behind on Victor Moses after he loses the ball to him. United looking more desperate with each passing minute as we approach the 80 mark. 0247 hours IST, the siege on the United defence continues as Willian puts in a low cross and Costa unable to get a foot to it, which would have been enough to double Chelsea's lead. 0239 hours IST, an interesting battle between Costa and Rojo. In the latest episode, Rojo comes to claim the ball that Costa is first to, but the latter is offside. Rojo collides with Costa and the Spanish striker falls down to the ground in a heap. 0234 hours IST, Chelsea all over Manchester United at the moment. They keep passing around right in front of the defence, and finally Willian whips in a shot trying to aim at the top right corner. It misses it by inches. Luiz lets him go and Rashford simply sprints past him and tricks Cahill into giving him space. His shot is straight to Courtois. The corner provokes a counter from Chelsea that United just about see away. N'Golo Kante 50, Chelsea lead. Chelsea probed around for some time and finally, the ball comes to Kante. The man who silently makes Chelsea tick, has stolen the limelight here. 0221 hours IST, Hazard yet again starting things, and as Azpilicueta makes it even better. Sprinting in to help out Hazard, he receives the ball from the Belgian and sends into the box. Costa was smothered by Smalling. The strain of the missing 11th man showing for Manchester United. Maybe David Beckham, who is in the stands, would be wishing to have the power to do something about that. Just give him the ball in the middle of the park. 0217 hours IST, Manchester United kick off the second half. 0209 hours IST, so it seems Antonio Conte was shouting straight on Mourinho's face after Valencia fouled Marcos Alonso. Mourinho got a taste of what his former charges must be facing on a regular basis, but didn't he really back down? We are certainly seeing a nice little rivalry brewing between these two. 0159 hours IST, these last 15 minutes could potentially have decided who goes through from here. The scores are still level, the effect of the lesser man hasn't really shown on Manchester United, but there is still an entire half left to play. 0155 hours IST, things are heating up at the touchlines with Jose Mourinho and Antonio Conte having a go at one another. The referee has a word with the two, but the way they walked off after the talk definitely shows that this isn't the end of it. The match has been spiced up by that sending off, that is for sure. 0153 hours IST, Henrik Mkhitaryan has been subbed off for Morao and Fellaini by Mourinho. 0150 hours IST, Ander Herrera has been sent off. He fouled Hazard yet again and had absolutely nothing on the ball. It must have been the fourth time that Hazard has been fouled and Herrera, already on a yellow, gets another booking and is sent off. This could change things. 0147 hours IST, a little heads up. Unlike what used to be the norm, there will be no replays after the match. So if it ends as a draw at the end of the 90 minutes, the match will go into extra time and penalties if needed. There will be no replay at Old Trafford. 0141 hours IST, Hazard looked dangerous once again when he took the ball from the defense and looked to start a counter-attack. He had Rojo backing when Pogba took the ball away from him with a brilliant tackle. He then got it to Marcus Rashford on the right, who managed to isolate David Luiz. He put a cross in but it went straight to Portuguese. 0134 hours IST, Ander Herrera is the first to get a booking on the night as he tries to stop Hazard, who is slowly proving to be more than what United can seemingly handle. 0130 hours IST, Eden Hazard turns it on for Chelsea. He takes the ball on the wings and runs halfway across the pitch, skipping past defenders and takes a shot inside the box and provokes a brilliant save from De Gea. The resulting corner fell for Cahill, who took a shot that was saved yet again by De Gea. 0128 hours IST, the first real shot on goal was taken by Mkhitaryan. Rashford took the ball in his stride and tried to go through Cahill. Cahill managed to get a touch and take the pace off the move, but Rashford finds Mkhitaryan, who cuts in, takes the shot. It is just wide of the far post. 0121 hours IST, no real chances on both ends, but it has been a brisk start from both sides. You could say that Portuguese has had more touches of the ball so far, but nothing to separate the two sides at the moment. 0110 hours IST, Tottenham Hotspur, Arsenal and Manchester City are all through. A clash at Stamford Bridge awaits. Who will join the other three Premier League giants? As of now, the two sets of teams are out on the pitch shaking hands and exchanging pleasantries before they start of the battle. 0106 hours IST, so it seems Marcus Rashford will be the striker for United. He isn't fully fit, but, according to a BBC reporter, Chelsea starting 11, as Pilikata, David Luiz, Cahill, Moses, Kante, Matic, Alonso, Willian, Diego Costa, Hazard. Chelsea subs, Bookable, Terry, Zuma, Chalobah, Fabregas, Pedro, Batshuayi. Manchester United starting 11, De Gea, Valencia, Jones, Smalling, Rojo, Darmian, Herrera, Pogba, Young, Mkhitaryan, Rashford. United subs, Romero, Bailey, Blind, Carrick, Fellaini, Lingard, Mata. 0037 hours IST, the last time these two sides met, Jose Mourinho had a nightmare of a return. United were routed 4-0 at Stamford Bridge. That was only a sign of things to come, as Antonio Conte's men have taken the Premier League by storm and are pretty much strolling towards the title at the moment. United, on the other hand, endured a lean run but have now got into their stride. Even then, the points they lost in the period when they were drawing almost every match means that they are now fighting for a top 4 finish. United already have a piece of silverware in their pockets in the form of the English League Cup. They had a dilemma in their hands when Jose Mourinho found himself without a striker for tonight's clash. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is serving a 3-match suspension, while both Wayne Rooney and Anthony Martial are unavailable for selection. This means that Marcus Rashford gets a start, but it is yet to be seen who plays as the striker. Mourinho will be hoping for a better result this time on the ground that he has had some of his most memorable years of his career. Chelsea host Manchester United in the FA Cup quarter-finals on Tuesday. As far as form goes, there is little to separate the two sides. Manchester United have been unbeaten in all competitions since November 2016. Chelsea, on the other hand, have turned the Premier League into almost a one-horse race this season. With 11 games left, Chelsea have a lead of 9 points over second-placed Tottenham Hotspur and have looked solid in all departments on the pitch. Antonio Conte's first season at the helm at Stamford Bridge. Manchester United have already won the League Cup this season and are looking to successfully defend their FA Cup title.